Hello, my name is Jennifer Romo. This is my elevator speech project for Bellevue University for Oral Communications 102. And thank you, sir. So if you could tell me a little about what being a transitional kindergarten teacher would be, since to my understanding it is different from being a preschool teacher.
Yeah, very different. In preschool, you're working on a lot of socialization skills, developmental skills, large motor skills, small motor skills, learning how to cut. They're working on many of those same skills, but it's actually there are standards associated with transitional kindergarten. So there are language, English language arts standards, math standards, science standards, social studies standards that they are addressing as well. And tying that in again with social skills, large motor skills, small motor skills that they would work on in preschool. So their curriculum it's a set curriculum. They're working with math curriculum that we adopt from the state, and English language arts curriculum that's adopted from the state. They are working on their letters, their sounds. They're working on early math concepts, counting, being able to recognize a number just by looking at a number of dots. They should be able to recognize what a 5 looks like when they see 5 dots on the dice, or a 3, what that looks like. Socialization skills, again, are a very big thing because a lot of those students are just beginning their very first experience. Maybe they haven't been to preschool yet, so they're having their very first experience in school. So it's learning how to sit on the carpet, listen to a teacher for an extended period of time, follow directions, 1-2-step directions typically. But they're having full-on conversations, like in reading about characters from a book. Like, who are the characters and how are those characters different from this book? How is the plot a little bit different? How is the plot the same? So they're going a little bit more in-depth in their conversations for comprehension and in math. They're learning how to identify problem solving, how to apply number sense to problem solving. So that's I think some of the bigger differences that you would see.
Well, thank you, sir. And my next question would be, what are the state requirements for being a transitional kindergarten teacher?
So you need a 4-year degree in an area. It could be any area that you choose. A lot of them are liberal arts here in California. Then you have to do a 5th year. So that's your student teaching year. That's where you're taking all of your methods classes, and then you're going to be doing your student teaching as well. And that's to become a highly qualified teacher in the state of California. You have to pass 2 tests. I can't remember the names of the tests right now, but there's 2 tests that you need to pass.
Does the name CBEST sound familiar?
CBEST is, you can take the CBEST with your bachelor's and become a student a substitute teacher. So that's one you can do, but I think it's the national teacher. It used to be the national teacher exam back when I took it. I know it's changed now, but where you have to have competency in reading, writing, and mathematics. You have to demonstrate your competency in those 3 areas. And once you've got your clear from a university, then you can apply for a teaching position.
Okay. And are there any particular things I should know about regarding job prospects for this career field?
So you're looking at preschool as a job field. I believe that's still a 4-year degree that they require. Early childhood education is a little bit different. There's a lot of psychology, a lot of developmental experience that you have to be very familiar with in early childhood development. But I think it's really good to have experiences with transitional kindergarten and kindergarten as well, so that preschool teachers can see how to prepare themselves or how to prepare their students for those next steps going into transitional kindergarten and kindergarten. It's really good to spend some time in those classes and see what that looks like.
Sounds good. And my last question for you, sir, would be, what would be the difference between, say, transitional kindergarten and one of the children's preschools that you see out in the city? So, like a school that's not really affiliated with a proper state school, if that question makes sense.
Sure, I understand what you're saying. Because we're a public school, we are held to certain standards that we have to follow. We have to follow the California standards for the teaching profession. We have to follow our California standards for the students as well, in kindergarten through 12th grade. Some non-public schools have a little bit more fluency with what they do and with the kinds of things that they provide. Some of the more parochial schools have additional curriculum in religion, for example, that we don't provide here. I think in public schools, a lot of times, depending on the district, our district is blessed that we have a music program, a full-on music program, and we're able to support TK through 6th grade, where students are exposed to both vocal and instrumental music in our district. The funding is a little bit different as well, because some of those are privately funded. They receive some additional state funds as well for textbooks and things like that, but because the funding base, we can provide a broader base of support for students with special needs. Even if they were going to a parochial school or to a private daycare, a parent could still bring their child to us to have them tested for speech and language, for example. We are required to test all children. But they may not provide those services at their site, whereas we do. We're required to provide those supports.
Okay. Well, that's about all I really need to know, and thank you. You certainly have educated me on my interest in this career field.
Yeah, it was good. It's a great field. I've done it for 36 years. I love every minute that I do. I wake up every day loving what I do. So,
thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
And to end my project, my name is Jennifer Romo. This is my elevator speech project for Bellevue University, and I have ended my time with the Vice Principal of Alexander J. Stoddard Elementary School, Vice Principal Kevin Moore. Thank you.